A shadow lies over the woodland realm, a poison spreading through the air itself from Dol Guldur. The Lord of Mordor has returned to his dark tower, and his lieutenants in Dol Guldur have turned much of Greenwood the Great, Erin Galen, into places of great fear, where even your people, the Sylvan Elves of the North, will not freely go. Thranduil, son of Orofor, leads your people, but has been cautious in his policy, fresh as the grief of Dagorlad, perhaps to his memory. Yet, now that the men of Deo are threatened by the coming war, your king has roused himself. Ever does he look to the south with a deep shadow in his heart, and long will he tarry ere he leads his people into likely ruin, but the day of decision is upon him. With spear and blade and bow, you will defend the borders of your realm at your king's command, and if need be, you are resolved to aid any who would stand against the common foe alongside the elves of Mirkwood. For fear speaks in your heart, as it does for many of your fellows, that if the old friendships are not renewed and old allies come to ruin, then Mirkwood shall be darkened forever. All will fall beneath the shadow. Hello Reformers, and welcome to the last days of the Third Age, and this time around we're not going to be playing with the forces of evil, we are going to be playing with an elf. And this is the elf in question that we're going to be playing with. Now, I did select the Veteran Scout start. Even though it does say that is easy, I have done a little bit of a test run with a regular start, and basically it just results in me getting a little bit less in power draw. I think one less in power draw, and that's it. So I'm pretty happy with this. We only start with 49 archery proficiency, which is going to be very, very difficult to deal with. Alright, on your way back to the Elven King's Halls, after a patrol in the woods, you come across some allies preparing to ambush a company of orcs. Let's ambush the orcs, shall we? Try and get a little bit of experience early on here. And we have a couple of people here, yes, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to try and shoot against these orcs. It's going to be very difficult for me because I have extremely bad proficiency at the moment, but we're going to try our best nevertheless. Yes, trying my best is kind of difficult. It certainly is. I can't really see very well. There we go. There's one. Maybe I can get another one. Or wow, that guy's got a shield. That's not good. Okay. Oh, hello. Nope, you're not gonna do damage to me. Thank you very much. I'm gonna take you on, even though I don't have that much in power strike. We are gonna try our very best to defeat this very gruesome-looking person. It's an Uruk. Yes. Oh, that's a fell Uruk of Mordor. Whoa, okay, I wasn't expecting to fight one of those so soon. Oh, well, never mind. There it is. We actually managed to kill 5 enemies in this battle. That's kind of impressive. Oh, well, there you go. Alright, you wouldn't have needed our aid if you kept your borders shut. Ah, yes. Our thick gates stand firm, King Thranduil. It would be wise to follow our example. We walk under the sun and the stars. To dwell in caves is not our desire. Still, your undoubtedly well-meant counsel is well received. Your wisdom and brave deeds shall be known, your needs met whenever you wander into our domain. Okay, so this is the resource point tutorial. Of course, we already know about this. Anyone that has caught up or watched my Uruk series, which, by the way, will be linked down below if you want to check it out. Otherwise, let's continue onward. What form shall the favor of Lorien take? The joys of the Golden Valley are many, and a true friend of Lorien is welcome to them. Should we stand together, shoulder to shoulder on the field of battle again, or should you do the bidding of Our Lady and her lords, our people will reward your effort with all you would require. Bright weapons, hard corselets of mail, deadly arrows, and nourishing food for your troops. Who knows, in time you might become a great Lord of Lorien yourself, one who would share wisdom with others, or ask favors of them. Alright, so we've gained 40 rank points, 20 influence to start off. Bear in mind that every single thing in the game at the moment, in regards to rank points and influence, is quadrupled right now, because I found that starting off with the Uruk series and doing it a little bit slower didn't really work out too well. It seemed to be quite stagnant as the mid-game rolled around, so I feel like this is probably the best idea. And anyway, we're very close to Thranduil's hordes, so let's go and interact with the barracks, and I need some volunteers willing to follow me. No one is willing? Really? No one's willing? Oh, that's terrible. Oh, well, never mind. Let's see what we can do by ourselves then, shall we? Alright. Ah, okay, so he needs some, 7 units of low-grade metal scraps. That's going to be pretty difficult for us, I feel. Let's go to the throne room and speak to Thranduil himself. Yes, I am King Thranduil. Ah, welcome, Tauron, Forester of Greenwood. You should already know that we are fighting against Rune and Mount Gundabad. Your duty is to help in our struggle, Beartildien. When you prove yourself worthy of my confidence, level 10, I will also allow you access to that chest over there. Ah, yes. Do you have any tasks for me? Get close enough to that and find out as much as you can. Okay, sure. I'll try my best. I don't have any pathfinding, so it might be a little bit difficult. Yes, especially without any people. Ah, main rune camp is only over there, actually. I think we might be able to do it pretty easily. Alright, so before we head any further into enemy territory, it might make sense for us to level up a little bit, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to level up some charisma here. I am going to leave my intelligence where it is. I might be leveling it to 6 at least, just for some extra skill points here and there, but for the most part, I'm going to be leveling charisma and strength, and I'm probably going to ignore agility a little bit as well, maybe just get it to 15, but that's it. I'm going to try and go for a harsh level of power draw right there. We're also going to go for mounted archery. I'm going to try and get a little bit more in riding skill, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go... You know, for pathfinding, this is kind of pointless, because I don't really need 3%. 3% is really not going to save me if I'm going to get killed, so I'm actually just going to level up riding skill, and that's going to hopefully help me out in the long run when it comes to finding a mount. Anyway, this is the exact reason why I cut back here, because we do have a band of tribal orcs that we want to face. Now, bear in mind, there's only one of me, and there are many of them, and thankfully I'm actually doing pretty well in terms of damage right here, and thankfully these tribal orcs do not have shields. If they had shields, this would be a very, very different story. Look at that guy! He just tumbled onto his friend there. They seem to be having a nice time. Alright, so thankfully I was able to scout out the main rune camp, and on the way back I noticed a couple more tribal orcs, and these guys, obviously they're not going to give me that much in the way of experience, but in general they're probably going to be pretty decent for what they are, you know. They're just regular units that can give me a little bit of experience, maybe even get me some metal scraps as well. And I don't mind that so much, especially considering they're going to level up my archery proficiency a little bit as well, so that's always good. Let's see if I can just... Ah, okay, so he actually made it. He actually made it to us, which is not very good, because that means he's going to do a little bit of damage to us. Thankfully, I have such a fast weapon that I don't need to worry too much. My one-handed weapon proficiency, thanks you, Tribal Orc. Indeed, I have scouted main rune camp. There we go, we gained 20 rank points. We're not actually leveling up just yet, but hopefully we will be able to do that pretty soon. Oh, nice. Okay, that's great. This is a really, really nice task for us to take right now. I'm actually hoping that there might be... Yes, here we go. Leave me alone, stranger. I do not wish to speak to you. Is this how the Sylvan Elves greet their guests? Excuse my brashness, stranger, but we don't have many visitors here, and those that come do not look very trustworthy. Only a week ago, this dwarf appeared and... Never mind. My name is Luvana of the Sylvan Elves of Mirkwood. I like to walk the hidden paths in our beautiful forest. Sometimes I move quietly through the trees and observe the habits of the many woodland animals. The song of a rare bird, the nesting of a wild boar, are as beautiful to me as the clash of weapons and great walls are to the Edain. You wouldn't understand that, I think, seeing you prepared for war, but you must have traveled far and wide. Have you seen the other great forests? Can you take me there? So she is a companion. We travel the world, but to defend all that is fair. Yeah, see, now here's the thing. I can try... What? Okay, I'm really surprised. I thought that she would require rank 2, 3, 4 or something of the kind, but no, apparently they don't. Okay, so does this guy have anything? We've received a raiding party. It's on its way to a village near Thranduil's hordes. Okay, well, let's have a look then. You and your men seem able to ride out quickly. Can you defend this village? Sure, I will try. Can I go into the barracks yet? No one is willing to yet? Oh, that's not very good. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so this is the village that is going to be attacked. By how many people, I have no idea. I'd like to hunt down this guy at the Woodsman Village, which is over there. Oh no, that's very far away. That is not very good for me, is it? Oh well, never mind. I guess what I'll do is I'll try to defend the village in some way, and it's only me and Luvana here, so I don't exactly know how that's going to go. But I know one thing's for sure, and we're going to be leveling up. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should level up my Wildcraft. This is a party skill, so technically someone else could do it, but I'm going to be leveling up my Charisma anyway. So, for the moment, I'm actually just going to level up Wildcraft, and you know what? That doesn't really make sense to me right now, does it? It's not really necessary, so I think I'm just going to go for an additional point in Strength, and we're going to go for another point in Riding skill, because with my Uruk, it was not very easy to get a mount for him to use, but maybe it's going to be a little bit easier for an elf to be able to ride a horse or something like that with a low riding skill. But let's see what happens here. I think we do have we do have some villagers that are going to help us out, but I don't exactly know what kind of orcs are going to be attacking us here. If they have shields, which it seems like they do, we might have some trouble. Let's see what I'm able to do here. Oh, nice. A little bit of damage. Yeah, there we go. We actually took out someone. That's amazing. I was not expecting that, as you can no doubtedly hear. Let's get out of melee. Ah, take this. Ow. Okay, yeah, these guys definitely know what's up. They definitely know how to fight, because of course they are, you know, large orcs of Mordor, but it seems like we're actually winning this, amazingly enough. Who's that over there? Oh no! Luvana was eliminated, but thankfully I took the Warg Rider out, and we're now victorious. Oh, there we go. The raiders are defeated. Fantastic. Okay, so now I suppose we should go to the Woodsman Village, because of course that is what we must do for the other quest. And hopefully we will be able to get there before anything changes. This forest right here, having Wildcraft might actually make a huge amount of sense, because it increases the party's speed in wooded areas, and that's exactly what this is. So it might make sense for us to do that. And that's exactly the reason why it would be a good idea for us to level up Charisma as well. So, yeah, I think that's pretty nice. Anyway, let's go in here. We're going to approach the village, and we're going to see what's going on. I'm going to try and find the suspicious fellow. I think maybe it's going to be kind of easy to find the guy here, because it seems like a pretty small village. Alright, so I found him. A suspicious elf it is. I'm looking for a fugitive, and you look like him, so I'm going to attack you now. You are going to get shot in the face, because I didn't really fancy fighting this guy. Can you see why? He has some really good armor on, and I was a bit worried about that. Who's this? Hello. Do you know much about the woods? They call me Dimbjorn, and I work in the woods. It is nice there. I like the woods. Many trees in the woods. I like trees. I've worked in the woods all my life, because I am strong, and because I like trees. You can make many things out of the trees, you know. It's what I do. I work with trees and make things out of trees. Sometimes bushes also, but I like trees more. If you're going into the forest, maybe I come along and tell you all about the trees there. Many very interesting trees there, you know. Well, one can always learn more about the trees. We'd be glad to have you along. I don't think I have enough with Bjorning at the moment to be able to do this. 4 influence with Bjornings. No, I'm not going to be able to do that. But I will, I think I will get him. I don't know whether I should just do a pure elf kind of playthrough here, because obviously with the Uruk playthrough, sometimes you're just not able to, you know, keep up that kind of army composition, because sometimes you need some people to come in and supplement your army in some way. So it might make sense for us to do that. But for the moment, let's head back to Thranduil's halls and see what he says about what we've done here. There we go. Hello. About the task you gave me. I found him. And we'll all be better off without him. There we go. Yes, 52 rank points. We're now rank 2. That's fantastic. Luvana actually did advance to level 2 as well. We also gained some more influence. Okay, so do we get anything? What is this? Lembas. I have no idea what that is, but I guess, well, we're going to take it. And let's speak to Miriel as well. That's going to give me another 40 rank points. Very nice indeed. And let's see if she has anything else for us. Yes, I intend to pass by Wood Elf Camp. Yes, sure, why not? Why not? I mean, it's just a letter. I don't think that's really going to make too much difference. Are you sure you don't need me for anything, Thranduil? Any tasks? Come on, you got to give me a task. Okay, apparently he doesn't want to. Alright, so on my way to the Wood Elf Camp to deliver that letter, we've actually come across a patrol of rune forces here. They have 19. Yeah, they also have cavalry, as you can blatantly see. So unless my units, which by the way I was able to recruit a couple of them, unless they are exceptionally good at what they do, I have a feeling this is not going to go well. Although they seem to be pretty good at what they do. Yes, they're actually eliminating enemies very quickly and easily. This is great. This is fantastic. It's really nice that these guys are actually archers as well, because that makes things much, much easier for us. Take that. Yes, take that, you rune person. Yes, exactly. Very good at insults, aren't I? Alright, let's see if I can do a little bit extra here. Oh, nice. That was a nice snipe as well. We lost one. We lost one so far, but bear in mind that I've got to remember that we're not playing as the forces of evil here. The forces of evil are very much low quality troops in comparison to what we're currently facing and fighting with here. Well, Rune technically is kind of still pretty decent. I mean, in comparison to Orcs, I guess, maybe? Not entirely sure about that. Haven't really used their units that much. Anyway, there's one Greenwood scout eliminated, and we killed 11. I actually thought there were many more of those, but look out, dwarves. I'm actually going to decline. I will not recruit dwarves in this playthrough because elves and dwarves don't really get on, so I'm not going to do that. Ah, unfortunately we didn't get any metal scraps either, so that is a bit of an issue. Anyway, let's take a look. Oh, these guys leveled up very quickly indeed. Let's just get a whole bunch of veteran scouts then. Why not? Luvana also leveled up. Let's take a look and get her an additional point in power draw. We're going to make her into an absolute beast of an archer, just like we are. We're going to go for a full archer army, maybe a couple of horse archers and things like that. And, you know, we're going to obviously get some infantry at some point. I actually leveled up twice there. Very nice. Okay, so what do I actually want to do here? I could go for strength, or I could go for charisma. Personally, I feel like I'm going to go for strength. And we'll go for Weapon Master as well, just so that I can start putting weapon points in archery. That seems like the best plan to me. Let's have a look here. Alright, so, yes, I still need to get the metal scraps, but now that we have a pretty decent army, well, smallish army, that is capable of dealing with, you know, lower level parties, this should be a lot easier. And with that, that will be the first episode of our new Elf playthrough. Don't worry about the others, by the way. Pendor and the Uruk playthrough will be continuing as normal. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.